How many maxed out players do I have to add to the Colorado Rockies before they win a World Series? Let's find out. We have our first maxed out player here, Mr. Joe Random. As you can see, all the attributes are just completely nasty. We replaced their lowest rated outfielder on the squad. We're going to simulate a season, and for every season that we do not win a World Series, we're going to add another 99 overall player to the team until we finally win one. Here we go. Our first season is upon us. We're going to simulate to the All-Star break. We're going to see what our record is and the stats of our first Joe Random maxed out player. Let's see what we got. We are at the All-Star break. The Rockies naturally are in last place. I figured even just adding one Barry Bonds to the squad wouldn't do much, but we're 41-56 here. Okay, so we're not on pace for a 100 loss season. That's good. We ranked 28th in baseball, 23rd in contact, 24th in power, 24th in speed. Let's see the statistics of our player. Bro is doing exactly what a maxed out player should do. He's hitting 314. He's got 29 nukes and 67 ribbies at the All-Star break. Yet he's getting beat out by Jake Berger in the MVP. I did not have that one on my bingo card. Let's sim to the end of the season. This season could have not been more Colorado Rockies. Last in the division, 94 losses, both on par. But why is it so Rockies? A 420 winning percentage. Blaze it. Let's go, Colorado. Let's see how our player did. I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but he only played 118 games and 428 at-bats. So a shortened season a little bit there. I'm not sure why, but 37 nukes, 86 RBIs. He hit 329, obviously. We missed the playoffs, as I said, so let's add a second maxed out player to the team. This time it's going to be a maxed out pitcher. It appears a stud starter has helped our pace a little bit. 2 maxed out players, 1 pitcher, 1 position player. We're in 4th now, and we're 9 games under 500. Let's see how they're performing. Pretty good first half in year 2 for our hitter. Nothing crazy though. 285, 21 nukes, 63 RBI. So a good player, but again, for maxed out attributes, that's nothing crazy. Our pitcher's been an absolute workhorse with the innings. He's got a 2.89 ERA, and like I said, 137 innings. 8-6 though. The offense isn't giving him much run support. Let's finish off the season and see where we're at. The fellas had an insane second half. Good Lord. We had a couple long losing streaks in there that hurt us, but we finished over 500 just by adding 2 maxed out 99 overall players, a pitcher and a position player. Let's go. 83-79 and only 3 games out of the National League wild card. Our position player hit 277. He had 32 nukes, 96 RBIs, and a 914 OPS. So again, very good player, but nothing insane. Nothing crazy out of him. As for our pitcher, the man absolutely, he had like a CC Sabathia freaking trade deadline second half. 2.20 ERA, 270 strikeouts, and he finished second to Spencer Strider in the NL Cy Young. And quite frankly, I don't really get how, because he had almost a run less on ERA. I don't know. Whatever. For what it's worth, our position player went absolutely crazy in the field naturally and did win a Gold Glove, so that's a W at least. But no playoffs, not there yet. We're going to add a third maxed out 99 overall player. This one's, again, going to be a position player. Let's see how this one goes in year 3. We are at the All-Star break in year 3, and this is by far the biggest jump that we have seen with 3 maxed out players. 2 position players and a pitcher, 46-51. Let's take a quick look at how they're doing. We are simply dominating the NL rewards right now. Our original maxed out player is leading the NL MVP, and Mr. Joe Random 2, our pitcher's got a 1.85 ERA. Please look at this and tell me how Spencer Strider is in front of us for the National League Cy Young. He's got a 4.22 ERA, for God's sakes. What are we talking about? We have a 1.85. Ironically, our third maxed out player is cold right now. Our first baseman, that's insane. If he picks it up for the second half, maybe we can sneak into a wild card spot. 3 maxed out players has got us our first winning season, 82-80. We finished 4 games out of the NL wild card, which was actually, I believe, 1 game farther back than last year. I think we finished 3 out, I think. Don't quote me on that. 2-8 in our last 10. We finished extremely cold. We had a chance to make the playoffs, finished very cold. That's brutal. Something worth noting about year 3 is Joe Random 2, our 1 pitcher, did win the Cy Young. Absolutely electric. We have a horse at the front end of the rotation, and we're about to add another maxed out pitcher going into year 4. Let's see if 4 is the lucky number. We are almost at the All-Star break, but I just want to note this. Very interesting. We got Javi Baez. So I don't know why, but we traded for Javi Baez. Hopefully that will not burn us. We'll find out. We are absolutely gross so far in year 4. We're 59-38 at the All-Star break. This second starting pitcher has been insane to the team, and we are at the top of the National League wildcard standings. As far as awards go, our original Joe Random, our first max player, he's just been all over the MVP leaderboards. And same with our first starting pitcher. But look at Ohtani's year. 16-0 with a 1.85. We do have a 1.43 with 174 strikeouts. This man is a dog. Let's finish the season. Okay, some more interesting trade news. Our rotation just got insane. We just traded Nolan Jones for Andres Munoz and Logan Gilbert. We might have the best rotation in baseball now. What is going on? Our two maxed out players, we just added Logan Gilbert and a top tier closer. Crazy. We just can't stop making trades. Our GM is just going crazy. This is all simulated, by the way. I am simulating. I'm not doing any of these trades. We just traded our top pitching prospect, Chase Dollander, for Zach Geloff. I mean, our GM in this simulation is going nuts right now. And now we're getting O'Neal Cruz. What is going on? What is going on? This is insane. O'Neal Cruz for Zach Veen and Jaden Hill. I mean, okay. Yes, we have the 4 maxed out players, but our GM is going for it. This is ridiculous. We've gotten O'Neal Cruz, Logan Gilbert, Andres Munoz, Zach Geloff, Javi Baez, all in acquisitions. There's just a completely different team. They have unloaded everybody. This is insane. This is like Coach Prime at CU is what we're doing right now. Everybody out, whole new squad in. Let's see how, I mean, this is crazy. 4 years in, 4 maxed players, and we just got our first postseason berth. Let's freaking go. The Dodgers still win the division. I don't know what we got to do to take those Sons of Guns down, but we're a wild card team, and we were playing the Phillies in the first round. Let's see how that first round goes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We sweep the wild card series 2-0, and now we have the team that won the National League West. Shohei Ohtani won the MVP and the Cy Young. Okay, insane, over Joe Random and Joe Random too. So we got some business to take care of. We got to face the Dodgers. This is where it's going to be tough. If we get through them, we might do this in year 4. Let's see what happens. We beat the Dodgers in 5. We beat the Dodgers in 5. I hate the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers. This feels good. This feels so good. 13-1 in the decisive game 5. Now we have the Brewers in the NLCS. And I'm going to be honest, now that we got through the Dodgers, I feel good. And the announcer jinx is real. We have been eliminated by the Brewers. Naturally, I jinx it. Naturally eliminated by the Brewers. That means we're going to a year 5 and adding a 3rd maxed out position player, a 5th maxed out position player, or I'm sorry, just player overall, 5th maxed out player overall. We had a good run though. Year 5 I feel good about. Let's see what happens. 5 maxed out players might just be the lucky number. I accidentally simulated a couple games after the All-Star break, but around that area of the season, we're 71-29. Good God, 13 games ahead of the Dodgers in the NL West. We've never been leading the division after the All-Star break in years 1 through 4. This is looking like it's it, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Let's see where we're at the end of the year. The first 100-win season in Colorado Rockies history, all it took was 5 maxed out players, 5 Babe Ruths, 5 Barry Bondses, 5 Shohei Ohtanis. That's all it took, 107-55. We win the division the first time in this simulation. Let's go. Let's see how we do in the playoffs. We'll be taking on everyone's a wild card game. For a second year in a row, we take down the Dodgers and the NLDS. Let's go this time in a sweep. That feels good every time. I don't care if it's a video game. This is where our year ended last year in the NLCS against the Brewers. We got the Phillies here in year 5. Let's see what we got. $107 wins for what? 107 wins for what? We have yet to make it to the World Series. You've got to be kidding me. We're going to be going to a 6th season. The Phillies beat us in 5 games. We only took 1 game in this series. Unbelievable. Unreal. We're going to go to year 6. We're going to add a 3rd maxed out pitcher. That means majority of our starting rotation is going to be maxed out pitchers. Let's see what happens. We're at the All-Star break, and again, a stupid good first half of the season. 70-27, 14 games ahead of the next closest team in the NL West. Get railed, Dodgers. This looks like an easy division win, but we've scuffled in the playoffs. Let's get to the end of the year and see where we're at. For a second year in a row, we've won the NL West. We actually had a down year compared to last year. We won 107 games in the regular season in year 5. Year 6, only 101. Let's see how we do in the playoffs. I do want to note as well, we are without Joe Random 3 here for the first series, okay? The NLDS, we're not going to have Joe Random 3, our maxed out first baseman. So only 5 for this first round of the playoffs. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us. We sweep the NLDS against the Diamondbacks. Great. Here is where we have not gotten past. We've yet to make it past the NLCS. Let's see if in year 6 we can. We have yet to make it to the freaking World Series. We need to see a World Series berth. All right, we're at game 7 of the NLCS. I'm going to simulate it right now. We're going to see what happens. We either make it to the World Series or another failure of a season in year 6. First World Series berth with 6 maxed out players. Come on, baby. Is this it? We're facing the Orioles. We're going to go 1 game at a time. We lose game 1. Not it. We win game 2. Definitely it. Win game 3. 2 more. Okay. Series tied 2-2. We're down 3-2. Down 3-2. We have to win both of these games to win the World Series and not add a 7th max player. Come on, baby. All right, game 7. Here we go. Just like the NLCS. Last baseball game of the year, baby. Game 7 of the World Series. Come on. 6 maxed out players. Absolutely. We win the World Series. That's all it takes, Rockies. 6 studs. 6 maxed out players. We have done it. 6 is the number. Comment what team you want me to do next, and we'll add some max players to them.